Don't cry, darling. You know that I love you very much. Please try to understand that I have been waiting. بلي عندي wait وعندي for this much for a year. يعني كاينة واحد المدة طويلة for a year محددة. يعني I have been waiting. Present perfect continuous. حتى لهاد اللحظة اللي بيخرج هو راه كان تيتسنى have been waiting for this match for a year. Then هنا تيتسد dialogue. Then he put on his funny old-fashioned cap. عاود تاني عندي one action, two action, three actions, narrative ما كايناش after كلهم simple past. Slammed the door and vanished هو اختفى disappeared. I am going to leave you one day. عندي leave بلاتي بعدا هذه راه dialogue هي محطوطة بالquotation marks. Okay. I am going to leave you one day. She said. يعني قالت ليه هو تخرج عاد قالت هذه يعني مفهومة. I'm going to leave you one day. She said. But she never really did. ولكن ما عمرها دارتها. She never really did it. علاش درنا she never really did? Because 3 years later they got a son. 3 years later they got a son, and when his son was verb to be was 5, the whole story about the father and his son repeated. Okay, was repeated. Only that this time his wife joined them, so that they all spent almost every Sunday afternoon watching football players chasing a white and black ball. Okay. At the beginning his wife عندي knit دائما هي عندي تاني while. Okay. was knitting يعني an indication هذا past continuous كانت تتخيط I guess knitting while her husband بينما كان her husband and son couldn't move their eyes from the green field ما كانوش يقدروا يحيدوا عينيهم على التيران. At that time she often remembered. At that time another sentence she often remembered. had often adverb of frequency كيتستعمل usually في past في present simple ولكن since we are talking about narrating past actions we have used it with the simple past of remember. She had been living so happily before she got married. يعني two actions يعني often remembered. She had been living had a past perfect continuous يعني used for an action أو actions that take place for a long time, quite a long time before another action that comes and interrupts it أو breaks it اللي هي the action of getting married. Had been living before she got married وهذه هي الاكشن اللي breaks this action of living وهذه هي اللي كانت طويلة من هذه. After a while she became خلاص نسيت هذه ما درتهاش بالحمار. She became simple past to become interested too. عندي just one action in the sentence. So now wherever they go now عندي تاني بينها the indication of a signal word of the simple present. Whenever they go together. In fact they وعندي be they are a happy family now. Again عندي الكلمة in fact في الحقيقة. That's why we have used simple present and we have again this word which is now simple present. Turn the sentences into the passive voice and pay attention to tenses. Again remember we are dealing with passive voice. Number 1. Nothing of Pauline since her car accident last spring. The verb is see. Up to now, no decision on the future of the company. The verb to make. Number 3. As we speak, the suspect by the police. Question or to question. The verb suspect والمشتبه به. Elections in Britain every 5 years. The verb is to hold. Number 5. When she discovered that Tom ate all the biscuits, she got very angry. Let us see the correction. Number 1. Nothing of Pauline since her car accident last spring. C. يعني غندير هنايا present perfect in the passive form. Nothing has been seen of Pauline since her car accident last spring. Number 2. Up to now, no decision. Up to now هي so far. Present perfect again in the passive form. Up to now إلى حدود اللحظة ولا حدود الآن no decision has been made on the future of the company. No decision has been made. Present perfect in the passive form. As we speak, the suspect by the police again باش عرفت أنا راه is being questioned. الجواب هو as we speak the suspect is being questioned. هذا راه ال present continuous in the passive form باش عرفتو حيت عندي هاد as we speak. درك ماشي بالضروري تكون now ولا at this time. As we speak يعني في هاد اللحظة اللي تنهضرو حنايا the suspect is being questioned by the police. بحال هزيتيها وقلبتيها وقلتي the police being questioned. درتي the police are questioning the suspect. هي هادي ديال the suspect is being questioned by the police. Number 4. Elections in Britain every 5 years. يعني every 5 years add a simple present repeated action. Elections are held in Britain every 5 years. Number 5. When she discovered that Tom ate all the biscuits, she got very angry. Again, when she discovered that all the biscuits were, plural, were eaten by Tom, she got very angry. Next question. Select a verb from the list and turn the sentences into reported speech. يعني دابا من خلال الفهم ديالك لهاد الاسئله هنايا لهاد الجمل خاص تختار الفيرب المناسب. يعني دابا كتبقى عليك انت والاندرستاندين ديالك. warn هو يحذر، admit يعترف، complain يتذمر، plead هو تيرغب ولا تيطلب في شي حاجه. Number 1. He could read when he was 3. Number 2. No one has ever spoken to me like this before. Don't play on the grass, boys. Number 4. I need to service my car urgently. Okay, let us see the correction. Okay, number 1. He could read when he was 3. The answer أما غندير حتى عندي quotation mark أما غندير he أو لا she والverb اللي بيتستعمل هو admitted يعني اعترف بأنه كان تيقدر يقرا فاش كان عنده 3 سنين. He or she admitted that is optional. نديرها ولا ما نديرهاش لا تؤثر. صحيح. He could راه في reported speech could stays the same. Could read when he أو لا when she was 3. And the sentence is correct. Number 2. No one has ever spoken to me like this before. قراها بحال هاد الشكل يعني تيتضمن هذا الفعل اللي ما عجبوش. He أو لا she complained that no one قال لي has ever spoken present perfect بيولي past perfect had ever spoken to him had to me أما غتكون to him أو لا to her if she were a girl like this before. This demonstrative pronouns this becomes that before. Number 3. Don't play on the grass, boys. باينة هذه. He or she warned us يعني غنستعمل الverb to warn تحذرنا. Warned us not to play. هادشي كنا شفنا الأمثلة بحالهم في التمارين تاع reported speech. Not to play on the grass. The last question. I need to service my car urgently. He أو لا she pleaded. تخيل الجملة بحال قالها شي واحد بهذه الطريقة. I need to service my car urgently. يعني غنفهم بالله he is pleading يعني تيطلب ولا تيرغب في شي حاجة أنها توقع. He or she pleaded that he ولا that she needed في بلاصة need past to service his في بلاصة my أو لا her car urgently. والجواب تيكون عندي صحيح. أنا stop here. نتمنى أن تكون استفادة as usual. Good luck.